electric furry wit handyman? And had an aurora of this wit.
Moby! Did you change my background image to that Tiger Zoo documentary? I'm in the middle of class. You need a hobby. Dear Rita and Moby, our school is closed for a while and now we're supposed to learn at home. Got any tips for us? Thanks, Carmen and Jordan. You're certainly not alone. Millions of students are practicing remote or distance learning, staying at home and doing our classwork from there. We're keeping our distance to help stop the spread of the coronavirus. For me, it feels a little like getting used to a new school. Luckily, there are lots of ways to make distance learning work. No. That's not staying up late, eating ice cream, and keeping your PJs on all day. Though that does sound tempting. But you're better off sticking to something like your old school routine. Start with the basics. Go to sleep and get up at the same time every day. Eat nutritious meals and snacks. And get some exercise into your schedule. It's way easier to learn when you're well rested and healthy. Working from home, you'll still have classes and assignments. Lessons will probably be online, posted to a class site, in video chats, or through email. So don't forget to practice digital etiquette, respecting everyone online just as you would in person. We've got a whole movie on that, so check it out to review. You may also need to learn new skills, like turning off your mic when you're not speaking to cut down on extra noise, and managing your camera so you can see and connect to everyone. Which reminds me, make sure you're dressed for school since everyone can see you, too. You may also have packets of work to fill out. What you won't have is a teacher standing there telling you when to do your work. You're going to need to focus and motivate yourself, which isn't always the easiest thing to do. Just remember, this is new for most of us, so there's sure to be some awkwardness and hiccups. Cut everyone some slack, yourself included. Right, one big help will be having a quiet, comfortable place to learn. If you can, set aside a spot just for work, like this desk. Store all your supplies there so you won't go looking for them and get distracted. When I sit here, my mind goes right into learning mode, because this is where I work. And look, you may not have the perfect workspace. Especially since, these days, the rest of your family is probably home too. So you may need to get a little creative. Like making your own quiet space, any way you can. Or trading off using a laptop with your siblings. Flexibility is key for both you and your teachers. So let them know if you're having issues attending class or completing assignments. They'll help you figure out a solution that works for both of you. No, that doesn't mean you should just do your work whenever. That's a recipe for putting it off till later and falling behind. Structuring your days will help you stay on top of things. Your school may assign you a schedule, or you might need to figure one out on your own. One approach is to divide your school hours into short chunks. Start by writing each of your major classes and assignments on a sticky note. Then, slot the items into each chunk. And don't forget lunch. Try to put stuff that requires major brain power early, when you're rested. The afternoon is better for quieter things, like independent reading. Yeah, even with a schedule, it can be tough to stay focused on work. If you're struggling with an assignment, reread the directions to be clear on what's being asked of you. And if a project seems overwhelming, break it up into smaller parts. List out each step as a specific task and decide how long each one should take. Then you can slot them into your schedule. Taking breaks during the day is important too, They let you rest and reset. So after each chunk of work, plan to take 5. Walk around the block, play with a pet, or do some deep breathing. This is a work in progress, so you'll need to adjust things as you go along. When you run into problems, remember, we're all in the same boat. Even parents who might be trying to help you and do their own work at the same time. You may want to reach out to classmates to review assignments together. And don't be shy about contacting your teachers. They're just an email or video chat away, and believe it or not, they'd love to hear from you. Quit it.